Hello and welcome to Mobile Adventures, where, as I said in the previous episode, we're gonna start, it's probably gonna be a short project. Nope, we're not whacking swords. Over in that direction, we got a bee colony that we want to build. And of course, to try to keep things easier on small hardware like this phone, everything is kind of spread out. Hence why mansion's there, the farms are way over here. And of course, during washer phase, we stick around here and take care of the farm and what have not. So with that being said, this is done on a phone. You might hear clawing and scratching noises to make things happen. Otherwise, pressing buttons. Otherwise, things are held at a wide stance to prevent the atrocious sounds, but it comes at the cost of precision, such as walking into buildings, trees, and pits of death. And it's turning night, so one of the things we're trying to do is get a zombie villager. Oh, not that way. I'm trying to get rid of the litter as we go along. Well, let's just actually put that in hand right now. Yeah, some of our equipment isn't doing very hot. Such as the helmet for sure. The leggings and the pants definitely could be doing better. So right now we're just looking for things that go bump in the night to happen. Regular zombie, regular zombie. Boring. Nice hit. Nice hit. Third time's the charm. Yeah, I gotta go mining and get some diamonds, because I'm getting pretty low on those. Apparently fire doesn't do a lot. I know it can, because in my 50th birthday world, one hit and those spiders are dead. There we go. You're dead. You're dead. Alright, I mean, I'm not going to be doing this for long. And we're jumping. Boy, this game does not like listening. Alright, we're not getting a good roll here. Oh, hissy boomy. Check around here. Ooh, music disc. Yeah, we're not getting the roll that we should be. We're looking for a zombie villager. Apparently it won't take a helmet. So what I did was, because the stair blocks do not block light, I covered the roof with dirt, so if I can get one, I won't burn. Doesn't look like any of that's going to happen, so... And we're jumping. Like when I press the buttons and nothing happens, it's just the best. Alright, nothing's... We're not getting the zombie villager roll that we were looking for. And we're eating food. So the game updated again to the new sulfur caves and what have not, and anyway, so it came out of nowhere. One of these days I gotta do the land in front of this building, and also done a lot to the mansion, right? Stutters. And you're not going to see too much here, except there's doors on the closets. And I have done the tower, but what I need right now are some diamonds. I haven't really done much of anything down here. Unfortunately, we might need them all. Music disc. What one did we get there? See, 418, the one who actually made good music for this game. See, the thing with C18 is it doesn't matter what kind of music you were into, everybody liked what he made. If you were a hip-hop guy, metalhead, rapper, well, I kind of finished up, still gotta finish this part up, but finally got the quote-unquote dressing room part built there. When we go to the second floor, you're gonna definitely notice it. And that's where we came from. I get turned around too easily. I gotta work on the tower thing, but it's all separated now. I again got to do the trim work. 2 rooms here, they're both the same, except we can actually take this back. And I made a mistake. I made a duplicate hallway. Well, this should be a bedroom, which it is, and then this was a room, and then this becomes something else. So I'm going to leave those diamond tools alone because it's something. I don't know where to put those yet. Although I think maybe the auditorium, of course. But since we're up here, got a door separating this part, which still isn't finished. Alright, so let's see. Off comes everything. I do not. Okay, I want to see. Ooh, that took 3 of them. That took everything. Yeah, we kind of need to Alright, and since we are here, grab some books and grab some of this. You have the extra pair of pants. You can probably merge that with something ultimately. Sharpness. No. I think I might just take that now. Oh, and we don't have 30 anymore, so back you go. Back you go. Pants are... yeah, we need some diamonds. Might need to do some of that too. Oh yeah, and finally did something with the tower. This is just a immediate area observational area. Then we have the stairs that go up to the top, sort of. We go here, we hit the door, then we jump out. We hit the door so we can just walk through. And on current mobile hardware, we don't have the best of render distances, but if we, I don't know if yeah, 22 is still the high. But you kind of get the idea, and the game is going to run slow anyway. It's trying to draw stuff in. In fact, over there somewhere is a new subway station that's mostly built, and our bee farm location. Then we can look this away, and yeah, I mean 22 chunk render distance doesn't really show a lot. And you can see the horse stables that were built a few episodes ago. Alright, since this is going to just run like crap, $12, $14. And 14's where we have it. But you get the idea of what this is for, and maybe someday when I get a new phone, which I don't get when I don't truly need to have one. Alright, so we've made a mistake here. So let's fix this while we're at it. This should not be a hallway. And we're pressing buttons, because the game loves ignoring commands, as I've mentioned numerous times. And we can move those out of the way. Yeah, this is supposed to be a room. This shouldn't belong. Alright, and we'll alright, so yeah, this is supposed to be a separate bedroom. This is a closet, hallway that goes to said bedroom. And over here, make it happen over here. break. Yeah, I am playing somewhat deaf because in order for you to enjoy this, I have to have the volume set where I can barely, if I can, hear it whatsoever. Otherwise, if I have it where I can hear it, then being that the microphone and speaker are next to each other relatively, and I did exactly what I wanted to do over here. Actually, we might have to keep it short here because of the beam up there. So, yeah. So this, once again, should not exist. Nope. Here I am just doing exactly what I just did and now undoing what was here that shouldn't have been. There, now this should be a solid room. There. Now we got the separate 2 bedrooms again. Alright. Yeah, because of that large beam, that's a small doorway. Still haven't closed this part in. Actually, this way may be the way to go. So I have the volume 1 tick higher. Looking again for not the little babies. Hit the target. There you go. Hit the target again. Somehow you can't reach me up there. Interesting. Alright, pig. Up. Oh, I knew you were coming. Nice hit. I guess that's a Bedrock thing where you hit the monsters but nothing happens. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to, because the project is so small, we're going to take care of it a little later rather than sooner. Alright, the roll is not... We're not getting what we could use. Alright, just in case it does happen, we'll put it there. And I know that the zombie villagers and zombies can coexist. We know that. Alright, we're not getting the rolling that we're looking for. Also want to do is get something out of hand there. We got some annoying flowery stuff here, which the bees travel so long to get to anything. I don't want to pick up garbage, which I did. Well, we got the witch part, but that's not helping us. Alright, the rolling of what we need is not happening, so while we're here, we'll just put this away. We'll put that away too. Do I have any? No, I don't have any of the... we've got enough hissy boomy powder to make one hissy kaboomy block. I think I saw another one. Yeah, there he is. He's still there. We got 3. Alright, so I'm going to try and keep the bees a little closer to home, which they definitely are not. Eat the food. So performance in this game hasn't got much better, if at all, but that's fine. We need to put that there. Alright, we do have... Alright, so we need some sticks. So I do... Alright, we need to see. We got the 3 sticks. Okay. Now we have the logs. We'll switch this to craftable and delete that. Okay, we can put those back. Pressing. I like when I press buttons and, as I say a billion times, nothing happens. I think if you use shears you can get the honeycomb. Okay, you know what? We need to move some stuff around. Break. Need to make this more inviting for the bees to just stay here. So I mean, we can make one beehive, because they're flying way out here. I mean, they're alright, so we got that. We're gonna have to do some removal of things to yeah. Okay, that's not going to help us. And in the building. It's so much harder to feed these guys because they're too tall. They block each other. These days we kind of need to test out the we gotta test out the killing floor. Oh, you're done. Pigs are a little easier because they're shorter. They all seem to gravitate towards the feed. We're getting to the point that Alright. Now it's time for the chickens. Nope, not that. I bet that's how the chickens are winding up outside of where they should be, is that they're spawning next to where the roof line is. Feed. Feed. I'm pressing. We should be feeding. 15 eggs. That's that. You there. You there. I think we're getting close to putting some stuff away and getting ready for our adventure. what we'll do right now is we'll get some stuff we're going to definitely need. Alright, so that will not be it though. That's our second storage, and yes, we'll need a couple of those. Need some of that. Need some of that for sure. Actually, let's take some of this along. Just use that as filler. Do is we'll just take those out. So yep, and yep. Some of that. And put that towards a future project. Again, we got that and that. Might be needing that. And oh, come on. Think, dummy. Gotta put some stuff away we're definitely not needing right now. Although not 100% everything right now. Like, we're gonna keep this in hand just in case. There. We're gonna try our luck with the monster roll here. See if we can get a zombie villager, lure him into that. Nothing. Hit. Thanks for not hitting. Oh, we almost hit the Enderman. That would have been bad. Alright, we're not getting the roll again. And we're entering. And we're going to put this away for now. And that away. So we'll make a beehive. We'll just stash it away for now. As I saw the bees, they were way, way out there. I'm beginning to think I wasted my time. Alright, so again, we got stuff we need. I'm looking in some chests to see if I have stuff that I could use, which I don't. Yeah, you can see the staircase in there now. And it sounds like the thing is done. So, yeah, I'm just going to go looking around for the glass that I'm looking for so we can build. I mean, let me think. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. No, not enough. So before we tend to the dryer and watch me suck at bowling. Yeah, we're going to have to go downstairs and get some. Also, before we leave, well, I didn't need that much of it. You can go there, you can go there. Maybe that'll be enough. All of that. I want to be sure we're ready. We are not. So the new subway station will need doors. Because all of the subway stations have 16 berths for horses, and we can move in. Alright, so and we can break down. And we can break down. Oh, you have been. My finger's over it. That's why I can't see. Alright, so we need, let's see, there's 16. We need 32 of these. Which, of course, we don't make 32. Well, we'll keep those in hand, sort of. Anyway, I'm going to cut across, and then right at this door, we'll pause and go to washer dryer phase. Pause here in case there's anything bad outside that can kill us. And we're back. And I'm not ready yet. So I forgot while I was here to make a bunch more of these. Alright, let's check inventory. I think that'll be enough for the solid blocks to take care of what we want to do. Phew! Dang, that came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. Alright, now we are mostly ready to go. Enough that we're going. So here we are at the subway station. And as you know, the subway goes that way. But now it also goes this way. And yeah, it's off by 1. It's also the point that it's been built before I discovered that, so it is what it is. And there's only that one stop, so, and it's a little ways away. Funny how little ways away in real life isn't all that far. And here we are at the platform. Here's where placing the doors don't even matter. Of course, we can just put one door down and everything will be fine. Except when you place one there. Not good. How about placing when I want to place? Now we can get that out of the way. We can put that there for now. Now we go up the stairs, which is not completed. Oh, we could have also used doors to here. So, okay, we can jump. So this is where I'm going to put it. Hence all those filler blocks. So we can fill in that. Nope, not what I wanted. So of course it goes where I can't get it. Of course, I could be doing as I'm going around, which I'm definitely not doing. Not what I wanted. Break. So extra here. And I'm purposely putting myself a little high. That'll protect the roof. So for the most part, the building is built. And the hole, there we go. Great. Alright, so yeah, we're 4 short, but it's also dark. What I need to do is grab the bed from all the way to the other end of the entire system. So, get to do that again. Okay, yep, this way. So on the opposite end of the system, where I still need to finish the floor, and I blocked off the area that I don't want to fall off of. The floor in the pillager outpost station still not completed. I brought enough thinking that I got enough to do the job, but I don't. Now, as you notice, the stations are straight, in a straight line. It is not intended that it's only going to be going in straight line. It's intended to be an east corridor and a west corridor, and it will turn to go to various places along the way. That must hurt. Take that with us. Yeah, so that station, the Pillage Outpost one, needs a floor to be finished. And of course, the one that we're going to now, the one for the bee farm, definitely needs to be finished. I was going to make these tunnels and then put in rails and minecart the way through, but the horses are so much faster. Plus, most of the lands are disconnected by water, so, and again, because, you know, playing on a mobile device, it's actually much easier for the thing to travel underground. You don't, aha, you had it, we're going to escape, but you're not. Alright, so I'll place the bed here, and there we go. You know, if you hit it like 10-20 times, that it makes it work that much better. everything that was here should be gone. Pressing. Yeah, so right here, I'm thinking of putting the bee colony in, so I'm just gonna pop this there for now. I only needed one more door, but actually perfect actually. All we're gonna do is set fire to things. I'm not gonna go heavy on it. I like how I press buttons and nothing seems to happen. Beautiful thing. Alright, let that do what it's gonna do. Now we brought a bunch of this in to fill in the low spots. No. Alright, we gotta bash the flowers out. So we can also get rid of this. We may not have brought enough. Actually, this might be okay. Pressing. We'll just bring what we need to this level. Of course, the thing is, I'm not 100% sure where it's going yet, so I know it would be counterintuitive to... Yeah, we're going to keep the flowers because that's kind of important this time around. Again, this will be the level. Yeah, I saw the finger circle show up. So why did we not base when we were in range? Brake. And if we somehow don't have enough dirt, again, like I said, we're just raising it one level outside of where we put some cobble. Not going to need a huge building here. In fact, the 50th birthday world, when I got to get back into that one. What I had there was overkill. Not what I want. Brake. Maybe. Actually, yes, we have enough. Do is we'll just dig a portion of this out. And we don't have a shovel. We do now, and we're pressing buttons. Alright, so in here will be our new beehive building. Now, we didn't go crazy with torching the place, because we want to use the natural wood. Oh, here we go. We needed stone. We could have just been right here. Exit. I swore there was a floater. Yeah, I tend to aim high now instead of low for trying to get the most in terms of burning trees. I did see a floater. It's to prevent the floaters. Running seems so slow, don't it? I had a crafting table down here, which I totally forgot about. So it's going to be somewhat of an open-ended building. Alright, I only need 4 more stairs if I recall. Yeah, 4. get all the floaters in the have not. Now the outside wall will be one of the outside walls will be beehives. Yeah, we can cut this hill back a little bit. Over here. Then we're jumping. Okay, this will look fake, so we're gonna cut this back. Break, break. Break. And again, there's a coin in there somewhere. And we're jumping. Nope, we did not want to do that. It's going to be a point that this is break, but this is going to just become stone. I know we made more than one. In fact, probably not enough. Break. Okay, we did break that. Oh, we got one here. Maybe we can get down to those trees down there. Alright, we're hitting stone at this point. Alright, so this break, this will be the end, I believe. I think we'll start making it look slightly more natural looking. We'll take care of the stone outcroppings in a little bit here. And there goes the shovels that... Do we have sticks? Yeah, we do, but... Let's make two more. We're not digging too much more now. outcroppings as we go. Food. We're jumping. We're not making paths. We're jumping. Very different thing. And just one piece here. This looks a little fake, so we'll just dig that little piece out, and then this little piece. Yeah, it makes it look a little more natural. Now the placement. Taking all this here isn't too bad. It's not going to be a big building. I might make it a slightly larger building. I don't know. Still seeing this. Jumping. In bedrock, I don't like it when it rains, because is this a thunderstorm or is this just rain? Because what's supposed to be a thunderstorm is only a glitch when you load up a world. You get the dark gray sky and the near black clouds, but the sun's in the sky. Since it's not going to be, a heavy building, so to speak. Looks like the sky is starting to turn, clouds are starting to take on that pink form, so. Not needing. And we'll just keep half for pillaring. Alright, let's just throw some more junk out of here. We don't need that. And we'll just keep that because we're grabbing and moving. Oh, I got steps right there. Yeah, we'll do that. only needed 4 of them. Okay, put that out of the system. It's a very basic structure here. Nope, that's too many. Alright, so this is the basic structure. Where it's gonna go, this is literally all it is. Now we're gonna take all these flowers that we out with the flowers. We're gonna place them all around where this building is gonna go, because we want the bees to stick around and not fly to a random spot. Well, this works for blocks, it's not working for the flowers. What I like to do is with a path where place, walk and not trample them. Not that it really matters, but it's just the aesthetics of things. Alright, so we got that. Always find more birch logs. I think they do exist somewhere. Alright, so happen is the gathering will happen on the inside. Bees can come and go as they may on the outside, and we can move the player. Pressing. Yeah, I think we're gonna move a lot of this more towards the building. Alright, so we only have one so far, and we're pressing buttons. How many doors do we have? None. Of course, we're using the standard oak door simply so we can see outside. And this is so that if we're inside, the zombies can't break the door down. In fact, I might just make it a little bigger, because I didn't make enough. Alright, so we got that. Now the doors. That away. Here's something. That's practically almost the building right there. Almost. We gotta put in a floor though. Actually, it's starting to get dark, so, and it takes a while to get down there. Alright, let's just get this out of the oven. Actually, yeah. Oh, it's not enough. Oh wait, I made 32. It's not going to after this. Alright, now we can put this at the bottom of inventory. We got that other floor that we need to finish. Not sure. Nope. Not sure if it'll be on this video. Alright, so now we can take this break. And move it inside. Do for the roof. You know, I want to get these trees down here. While I'm thinking of these trees down here, see if I can see anything exposed. Like that coal that I'm looking at right now. That's probably going to be a project to get to, but we'll see. Bring it. Looks like there's a lush cave down there. Get down. Break. Alright, so that's that part. Now for the roof part. There's nothing around here. I jumped once. Yeah, I'm not going to go all that much further. I'm jumping. Yeah, I'm not seeing much of anything. Yeah. I don't want them going very far. I mean, if they do, they do. But well, yeah. I realize I made a somewhat unrealistic structure here. But I think we can figure a way out of that one once we go to bed. I know it's turning dark, and that's to continue wherever anything further away might be. Of course, at any given moment, if there's something east, north, or south of this particular branch, you can just make a branch. It's getting dark. I should have brought that clock with me. There we go. Actually, I think we can do is, as I have mentioned, might as well entertain the thought. have the thought of fixing finishing the floor in the other current terminus, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Don't know if 43 will be enough to do it, but yeah, definitely going to be enough. And I also made the station a little too wide. I made it 6 blocks wide and not 5. Yeah, we're gonna need way more than this, but actually it'll be just, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to head back home. Yeah, we'll put you in this one. And a single door is enough to keep him from escaping. I have a feeling they have long gone. Do we have another one of those? No, we don't. Did I have enough for it? Let's see. Oh, I used up all the coal. Well, cross that bridge when we get to it. I think they've gone. That's no good. Not that it matters. Oh, how about we jump? Chop wood. Chopping wood. Brake. Oh, and that one broke. So brake. Again, not braking, which we needed to do. Smoke don't go this way. Brake. Place. Not where I wanted it, but that's fine. No. I don't need a button. I need this to brake. Don't need that either. There, we got a replacement. While I'm at it, I'm just going to take these seeds that we got in. Oh yeah, we have a little bit of a broken piece of land that needs to be unbroken. Place. No, we don't need that there. Place. Yeah, not perfect. We're already settling down. Sun's setting on us. Yeah, I think that thing is dead. You gotta remember, I gotta hold down the button to get on the horse. You can't just tap the horse, because then you're hitting it. Hitting horsey's a bad thing. Station. Oh no, we don't go by this station. So I don't think we're needing that much, but press. Actually, we shouldn't have done that. How about this? All right. This and this. And the odd one out. Not going to waste the axe on it. We're not going for the fanciest thing ever, but we don't want it to be a simple roof either. So this will be a arched roof, similar to like airplane hangars. Because of the way this thing was built. Actually, we're done with that. Pressing X. What we want. I wonder if the game can cooperate. trying to make an arched roof here. And we're already running out of time. And material. Just step back and look at this a little bit. Yeah, it is what it's gonna be. Nope. It goes hopping over the other side. It's a little long, but not out of the realm of unbelievable by any means. So. Can't put anything there. This. We're turning. Where is the on the other side? It was a good thing I decided to just keep moving the staircases more towards the spawn point. as it practically hits where we need to be perfectly. Not exactly. Yeah, this doesn't look like much of a arched roof by any means. I'm gonna breaking. Not what I said. Over here. This may not work. Don't look like an arched roof at all at this point. Appears to me it is what it is. Now we're moving this way. I can buy it. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Yeah, we could do that over there too. So, more than what we need, but moving. That's not all that bad looking. isn't much, but it's something. Well, let's see if I can make the screenshot thingy happen. It did. Alright, so I got the screenshot. Now, I always say if I can, because the exact timing these Android phones have is sometimes a pain. How about over there? Then we can get rid of the ones over the door. And brake. It ain't much, but it's something. What we do need well, obviously we're in Birch Forestville. And we're jumping. Imagine I press the jump button and the player jumps. Dare to dream. Jumping. And I mean, I literally was pressing the exact same place. So what was the excuse for it not working? There's nowhere I can get a good view. Yeah, it's just birch everywhere. Nope, not there. I need to. Problem is, I think the one beehive that I had that was any good is now completely dead. Beehives don't grow on birch, so I definitely would have seen one of those by now. Oh, why are we torching? I want. Okay, maybe if I actually hit the right button, it would work. Alright, we got the halfway decent looking building here. It's not the greatest, you know that. That's a given. But we have a problem. We don't have any. The other place doesn't have bees anymore, apparently. We're practically done anyway, so bring this along. Oh, this was stupid. There's Horsey. And judging by the color of the end of render, that was showing up it's getting dark. Alright, I had birch logs for the reason of doing what we were doing. And I still had more of those. No, we're not swapping. Pressing. Pressing. So, yeah. And the bed, I should have put that upstairs, but I didn't. There were the shears I was looking for, which I looked for and I didn't see but existed. Alright, so there. Alright, now we've wasted a bunch of time. Do is we'll go back down the basement. Got a door to put away, but we can. Okay, hit the. I was wondering why we were crawling. Inadvertently hit a button. So, all right. So, door. Well, let's place it where we can see it. And I forgot to put those chests where the beehive belongs, so yay me there. Just gonna do that for temporarily to build me a campfire, which means this is robbed one. Yeah, we don't want to touch that. Alright, wasting tons of time trying to find if another beehive exists. What we could also do is bring some birch trees over and then hope for a beehive to form. Look over here first. See if anything even still. I gotta go by visual because, as I say, I have the volume down really low, so I can't hear if there is a bee's nest in this whole thing. Starting to throttle a little bit. Nothing here. Nothing I can see right away. I know I can grow trees and there's a chance of one spawning, but I want to see if I can find one without having to do that. And this is jumpable. Move the player. They were popping up like crazy when I was trying to build the horse stables, which, yeah, I can kind of see up there. Now it's like, you want one? Nope, not gonna give you one. Well, unless I wasn't looking in just the right spot, I haven't found one. And gotta be careful where I'm stepping right now. See if one exists anywhere in there. moment. We don't have a lot of time left, so I mean, might as well not. Might as well not go at the moment. Yeah, I think this thing died. Apparently once they wander this, I think the phone's starting to throttle. I'm going to put the phone down for a moment. That's the noise you might be hearing. We only got one more go of it. Waiting for the sun to set. The other tree grew already. All right. Let's take a quick look through here. This should be fairly quick. Maybe it's a little more expansive than I thought, but I swear there was one in here. I didn't go knocking them all down. I mean, the trees that I needed to get rid of, yes, but I did not actively look for them. This is all areas it's been rendered in. All these trees and not one exists. How is that a possibility? Oh, and there's a beach over here with a ton of sand. Did I see a village? I might not have. I don't see a thing. Well aware of which way is home, so not going to go too much further. Just going to see what's over this hill. Nothing. Oh, there is a village. Alright, that's going to definitely expand our 16 to 20 megabyte world into something that's a lot bigger. Alright, it's not exactly a death drop, but not exactly easy to get to either. Oh, this is all new territory. So that ain't a thing till now. And we're jumping. Man, why did they form like that? I'll just be an abandoned village. Just because. This is a building that isn't really all that useful. Oh, there's a farmer. So it's not a dead village. Just a very difficult to get to village. Nope. So something is alive. Why do you put yourselves in these spots? Okay, useless. Move the player. Yeah, most of these buildings are just junk. Alright, let's try and find a way out, because we know a village exists here. Break. Break. Alright, sun's setting. Kind of deviated from what we were attempting to do right now. Let's simply find any trees that might have a beehive on it. And there's another village. Well, you know what, we're gonna... We're gonna check this one out. I was gonna say we're gonna wait, but it's easy to get to. Or is it? For a minute I thought I saw one. Well, I didn't. Again, nothing there. jumping. Wow. All these buildings are useless. I could start my own village if I can get them over there. Question is, can I easily get some of them to come over? Right. Bundle, maybe. Might have the subway diverge to this point. Pressing. But I'd like to have it where I live. Okay, I see a baby villager there, so we know that this is alive and well. And now I just want to borrow a bed and head back home. There's buildings in the way, can't see what's coming. I'm gonna have to borrow your bed for a little bit, and then it'll be yours when I'm done. The timer is almost done on the laundry here. I don't attempt the third because I might have hit the villager at that point. Alright, time to head back home. We'll come back to this later. So I know that we do have villages over here. Might be literal brand new and here I am not paying attention for beehives here. Oh, I see bees. And there's a hive. I don't want to do that. I want to clear the area around the beehive so I can see it. And maybe camp out here. Oh, there's another one over there too. Yeah, they exist everywhere but where I am. Okay, how about this way? How about... Probably should have brought the compass. Although I don't think I'm terribly far from home. I see another bee. See them everywhere now. I must be completely lost if I can find them all of a sudden. No, I see where we are now. your hive. I probably will just come back down here and you'll be gone. Alright, so it appears it's on the western. I gotta go and off camera find out where its position is and make a subway line to it. Yeah, but the file size doubled. I mean, it was only anywhere from 16 to 20 megabytes, so yeah, doubling's not exactly going to hurt it. Yeah, so there's stuff out there. It might be fairly recently discovered, but it's something, and there's something out there. And we're randomly whacking at things. I wonder if it's the same bees that belonged over here and no longer service the hive. Well, I know that, like I said, I have a chance of growing these things. So as this thing is definitely this thing is definitively now sputtering along here. So before we call it a game, alright, I'm just gonna go and grow some trees and hope some bees come out of it. So that will be it for our mobile adventures for today. Found a couple of villages. None of them really all that good though, but that's why we want to make one here. So that'll be it. George F551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.